Hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play of it's Star Ruler 2. So where we left off last, we had started colonization and wow, okay, there is a dread pirate. Um, we're just gonna have to steer clear of him because as you can see, he's got one ship. Just zoom in and have a look. So he's got one size 666 ship that has 38,000 health and 7.7 thousand firepower. We can see here he's got a lot of lasers, small ones, relatively speaking, but lots of lasers, uh, two missile launchers, rocket pods, some very powerful engines with bulkheads. Yeah, so he's got four rocket pods, two missile launchers, a whole bunch of lasers, including a very powerful central laser, and overall, a very, very tough and dangerous ship. The size of it is what's more important. So, in order to actually have any chance of fighting this guy, we need firepower. We need a lot of firepower. And I think it's a good time to start to talk about designs for a bit. So up here in this tab, you have designs. And we have here a heavy carrier is a size 96 capital ship. All right. So what does that involve? Let's go have a look. So heavy carrier is a size 96. And as I said in a couple of episodes ago, everything is the construction is all hex based, right? You effectively paint components onto the ship and based on the design itself, so some weapons can fire sideways, some weapons can fire or have to be able to fire forwards, but based on the design of the ship, it's not necessarily that you can fit more. I mean, you can make a ship that's like a perfectly flat line, but based on where you get shot from, that will damage components. If you get shot from the front, then they're not going to be able to hit this hyperdrive, right? Because it's sitting behind layers of armor and these weapons and these support commands and this fusion generator and the bridge and the crew, and all of this skunk is in the way. But if they shoot from behind, then they'll be able to hit the engines, the hyperdrive, or these lasers, and they're not going to be able to hit anything else, right? Usually most ships are built so that they are tough from the front, and not from the rear, because generally you don't want to get shot from the rear, but there are circumstances. Okay, so how are we? So let's go think about what we can do to fight that size 600 ship. So we have a battleship here, which is size 200, which is twice as big as our heavy carrier. Right. It's also about twice as expensive as our heavy carrier. And we can see here that the stats are a little bit different. So we've got 3,000 health and 51 damage per second, whereas a battleship has 6,000 health and 149 damage per second. This is just for the capital ship itself, right? So your support fleet will also add its own DPS. So the missile boat, it's a size 2 and it deals 2 damage per second. So if you have 10 missile boats, you're going to be dealing 20, yeah, 20, about 20 damage per second, or yeah, about 20 damage per second, right? So you want a good capital ship and lots of support ships. So if you have a look, though, a heavy carrier has a support capacity of 57,000 and a support command, which is how many support ships it can actually control, of 483. So that means that we can get 423 size worth of support ships with a heavy carrier. But a battleship has 569, which is only a little bit more, even though it's twice as big. And that's because a battleship has a lot more engine and weapons and armor than our heavy carrier. And you can even see that it's better defended as well. So it's got these big armor plates on the side. It's got only just enough holes in the armor in the front so that the missiles can get through. Whereas the heavy carrier, it's got a decent bit of armor, but it also has the supply storage exposed and the support command is exposed from the front. And overall, it's not a very tough design. The Dreadnought is a bit of a smallish one. It's got some railgun batteries, and I suppose it's mainly just used for, primarily to be used for, you know, system defense and stuff like that. It's not meant to be very big, so you could potentially drop one of these like everywhere because it doesn't have very much support, but it's a decent ship. Whereas these one, and you can see this flag here, designates a flagship. So we have a battleship, heavy carrier, and dreadnought flagships, and then we have heavy gunships, beam ships, missile boats, and gunships. What's interesting is that you'll notice that our flagships have two values. The first one is how much it costs to build. The second one is how much it costs to maintain. So this battleship is going to cost us 400,000 out of our budget. A heavy carrier only costs us 300,000. Support ships don't cost a thing. They cost to build, but they don't cost to maintain. Where the maintenance cost comes from is the fact that your support command components, so so these things, right? So the support command costs, each one costs 54,000 on this heavy carrier, right? So you do pay for your support chips, but you pay them in through the cost of the flagship. And what makes it extra interesting is that if you remember, planets can have their own support chips, right? Planets can have their own support chips, but you're not paying for the support for those planets. So we're going to do two things. First of all, we're going to make sure that our planets are well defended with good quality support chips, and we're also going to make sure that we have a decent amount of these flagships so that we can properly defend ourselves. So what are we going to do? Well, I want a battleship. Right? I want a second battleship. So we're going to start building one. It's going to take us 3 minutes and 37 seconds because we're making 20 labor. No, we're making 20 labor a minute per minute, and it costs 70 labor. So there you go. What I also want to do is I want to protect hydros. So I want to set up some support groups. So I'm thinking some gunships, some missile boats, some beam ships, and heavy gunships. Now, it's very good to have one of these because what you can do is you can just press 1 and order ships. If you order, then they will automatically... Yeah, we'll order by it and that'll give us a nice amount. So you've got two options. The first one is you can just add the groups and then just order support ships, right? You don't pay for them immediately, they get paid for as they get bought, I believe. Alternatively, you can just auto buy and they will automatically buy ships to fill it up and they'll have a nice little ratio that they keep and stuff like that. So I think we're going to auto buy for this one. This is one of our core worlds, so we definitely want to keep that there. The other thing to keep in mind, the other thing as well is that support ships in systems, when a capital ship or fleet arrives in system where there are support ships in orbit, and it needs those support ships, then it will basically steal them from the planet. So any support ships around the planets will automatically fly over and join the capital ship. So alternatively, you can manually refresh it. So we can go here and refresh it and it will automatically pick it up. We're also going to expand these. So I think I'm going to order... Yeah, we need to order it. So we're just going to set to order buy and it will automatically buy new ships. So that's fine. Where is this guy going? I'm concerned that he's probably going around here. He's not going to attack any planets or anything, so that's not anything to worry about. But yeah, he is going to potentially interrupt trade, and he's definitely going to destroy ships that come along. And he's overall a big old pain in the butt. And you can see here that we have a civilian trade station, so you might go and destroy that to loot the cargo. So yeah, but that's fine. We're getting 90 research. That's okay. How are we doing on the planet front? Okay, so what do we need? We still need that level 2 planet, which is going to be this one. Okay, so we need to ship it. This water is getting shipped out. I want this water. Where is it going? Crying. Bloody hell. No. Come closer. Okay. And we need some food. We need food. We need food. This one is also shipping to God knows where. Okay, so that is going to be enough for level 1. So we're going to do that. What planet did we just steal food from? This one. Okay, so we need a nearby source of water. Let's grab it from... Ooh, energy. I like that. Okay, we'll export the water to there. This one's got also another energy. We also did steal food from somewhere. Where did we steal food from? Is it this one? No, not that one. Not that one either. Um, anyway, we'll take this water, we'll export it here. And do we have any influence food? No, but that's okay. We'll bring in meat. So the reason why I'm upgrading it right now to level 1 is so that it stops sucking money. Because level 0, it's sucking money. If we get it up to level 1, then it will start making money instead. We definitely want psionic reagents over here eventually, but that'll do for now. I do want to get it up to level 1 though, so I'll get this food here and we'll get this water here. That will get that to level 2. Do we have any other planets that we need to get up? Apart from this one? No. Okay, that'll do for now then. Coal we are already exporting out, that's fine. We don't have any... Oh, we do have one overpressure planet. We're up to 23 out of 21. We do need some food. I want to get this thing up to level 3, so let's get some food in. Do we have any spare food around here? Oh, we have some meat and grain. So we'll colonize it and export. Queue up export. There we go. So we've got some colonization and we've got exporting organized, so that'll be fine. We are still waiting for a level 1 resource, which is... Hang on, we don't need a level 2, we need a level 1. Is that right? No, we just need water at the moment. Okay, we're going to have to wait for this water to come through. We've got a scout. Weird, he's not exploring. You know what? Oh, I guess they're fully explored then. Okay. You warp through this wormhole, and you can warp through this wormhole. Okay. We'll go explore the other galaxy as well. Alright, what's this guy doing? Alright, he's just making a mess of things here. That's fine. Ooh, siege ships. You can destroy them, and they are a remnant ship, but it's generally inadvisable for 2 reasons. First of all, they have 150,000 health, so you're not going to destroy them anytime soon. The other thing is that they leave random artifacts behind. And yeah, you can see here, right? Our support ships are now flying over and joining our heavy carrier. And we've got a whole bunch of ships joining up. I might actually get more. So we'll get... Oh, we can't actually order any at all. Our budget has gone down the drain again. Our battleship is being built. There it is. Okay. So we have a battleship, we have a heavy carrier, but we have no money right now, so... Why is our money so low? Well, we've got ships, which are costing us a bucket. Okay, that one's making money, that one's making money, that one's not making money at the moment. Wow, something's really broke. Oh, it's dropped all the way to level 0. Bloody hell. Okay, we're going to get water in a second. That's going to bring our planet back up. Okay, there's a level 1 chemicals over here that we can potentially use. Okay, so now that'll get our population back up, so that's fine. This thing is level 1, so that's making money. This one's level 1, so that's making money. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, here we go. We got something that can give us skip drive, and here we go. We can activate our protoplanet as well. So protoplanets have options. So for 900 energy, we can make it a tier 0 planet with a random tier 0 resource. For 1100, we can make it a tier 1 planet. And for 1300, we can make it a tier 2 planet. So very, very powerful, very, very useful. Because you can get some really interesting things out of it. Blockaded. By what? Oh, probably the pirate. Ugh. We'll deal with him soon. Okay. So, alright, so now we're level 2. We need level 3. What do we need? We need food and we need that tier 2 resource. Alright. So, food is easy. There's a meat planet right here. Alright. So now that we've got a meat planet, we need that tier 2 resource. And that's up here. So we still need that food. Don't we have this? I guess not. I guess we still need that food. Okay. Let's bring in fish from up here. That will do. Alright, so that will get us to level 2. And then we can queue up exporting jewelry. There it is. To this one. So you can see that it's queued up. So level 2. Waiting now. We could use a telescope, maybe. Then we can use orbital frame constructors to get an orbital frame. If you can get orbital frame constructors, they come extremely handy because an orbital constructor on top of it has a reduced build cost, which is excellent, and they do not suffer from build distance labor penalties. So you can build a shipyard on top of a frame, and at the same time, it will let you build it further away, so you can get multiple planets to build it together. Support stations are useful as well. We'll cover that. Espionage probe. So we can activate the spy probe here against these guys, and yeah, might as well give it a shot. There we go. And that will create a little precursor type ship that will go and run around on its own and basically explore them for diplomatic things. Got a sabotage. Oh, sabotage these things. Ooh, cheap negotiate. Yes, please. Relatively cheap energy clash. We'll take that. Yeah, there we go. Ah, there it is. A spy probe. So, yeah. So it's a spy probe and it runs around and it gives you, I think, leverage. But it will give you these things, right? Patriotic Surge. Not right now. But we'll grab this cheap negotiate. It is very important that you have a lot of cards handy and a fair amount of influence, because somebody plays something like Annex System and you can't defend it and you have no friends to defend it for you, then you're going to lose systems even if you can actively defend them. So do make sure that you do keep at least some influence handy. Alright, these are the ones we're not producing at the moment, so how are we doing? Well, we're still waiting for that level 2 from the jewelry, which is starting to upgrade, which is excellent. So we're waiting for one more population. 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, 5.6. We'll do a quick research while we're here. Economics is only 200, so might as well grab it. We got 500 left. We'll grab ballistics. There, that'll do. And voila! Hawala 1 is a level 2 planet, and it's exporting its jewelry to Yanlialakon. And we can see that we have 5 imported pressure coming in. 3 for defense, and 1 for energy, and 1 for income. So we now have a level 3 planet. So as a level 3 planet, there we go, we are now exporting to this one. So as you can see, we're now getting 5 imported influence. That's a fair amount. We're going to be getting more, but we need more of this stuff, right? So we need a tier 1 resource and a food resource. So we need to get this as high as possible. So I think we'll do nil and wheat now. Nil and wheat counts as 2 food resources instead of 1. So that means you need less food planets to supply it. We also need a tier 1 resource that provides preferably influence. Like plastics. Plastics is perfect. We'll export plastics. So it has native fish, so it's going to get food automatically, but we need water. So do we have a source of water? We have one in Havea. We have a source of water somewhere. There it is. Okay, that's a bit far out. Not too happy about having it so far out. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to take water from down here. Give us a little bit more range, and we'll get some water from it as well. Okay, so we have water queued. We have colonization queued. And that will give us plastics, which will give us even more influence generation. And we're getting nilin wheat, which will provide us food for the planet itself. So that is going to be good. Alright, so there we go, we've got colony ships coming. Okay, we are going to have to go and take him out. So hyperdrive in. There we go. We've got a scout from the Mono Unity. Oh well. How's that battleship doing? Yeah, so because it's empty, it's grabbing ships off what the planets are building. And we've got 14,000 firepower. That is amazing. And it's all because of the command center, which increases support by 300, which is almost double, right? So yeah. Alright. So we're about to get an absolutely crushing victory. And some influence points, which isn't too bad. What's this? How's the opponents doing? Let's grab an annex planet so we can use it later. How are we doing as well? So we're number 1 in influence. No, we're weak in influence. We are weak in military. We are average in territory. Okay, so we're going to have to get a more powerful military. That's okay. Once we get more money and then we're good. So, alright, open fire. We have a lot of firepower happening right now. Yep, shredded. Grab the influential knowledge while we're here. Okay, so we got this thing, we got the food and the water, so let's now just wait for the population, which should be ready momentarily. What's going on? United Research Center. I am disinclined. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. Okay, so we've got our plastics, and now we're waiting for level 2, which requires 6 population. So you can see that we're getting 20 imported influence pressure, and that's going to be uh, very, very powerful, because at the moment it's level 1 and it's already producing an additional 20% influence. Once it gets to level 3, it'll be 30% extra influence, and it will reduce the cards by 1 as well. And I think it's about time that we might be worthwhile. Yeah, I think it's about time that we start crushing these guys. So we need 8, so we will play this in opposition, because we do not want them to win this. They're using Energy Clash. It's +3 at the moment. We have 5 influence. We have a negotiate 2. We'll oppose. And as you can see, the total vote shifts it towards red if it's negative, and green if it's positive. And once the vote is in full, it'll pass automatically, and when it's negative, it will reject automatically. So we're waiting for this. Zeitgeist Power is being voted on, but we'll wait. Alright, so we now have level 2 planet. 25 yes, 26 no. Okay, looks like we're going to win this. So we now need a tier 2 resource. Let's pause it so it doesn't run away from us. So we need a tier 2 resource. Okay, where are we going to get a tier 2 resource? Well, we have super carbons. We don't want those, because that'll shift it towards labor, which could be useful, but we ideally want influence instead. So we want a tier 2 influence resource. Well, this one is okay. It provides 2 influence and 5 wealth, which isn't too bad. Let's see if we can find something that's purely influence. Psionic reagents. Perfect. 7 influence pressure. We will go ahead and grab that. This one's a research, so we don't need that one right now. Speaking of research, we can get... construction bay? No. Liquid armor. Liquid armor is really handy, but it doesn't provide any resistance, so maybe. Smooth mechanism? No. Or processor. This we kind of need. Maybe. Not really. Maybe. Antimatter generator. Okay, we need generators. We want Titan hull as well. And artificial planetoids. So what I might do is I might actually... we've got weapons up here. Planetary thrusters are amazing, because you can basically move planets and just collect them all into a single location, which is really fun. And provides scary amount of defense as well. Okay. We'll queue up policy, then infrastructure, then mega cities. Yeah, that'll live for now. This one's still failing. Good. And we will... What's open forum? Increases the size of the influence card stack by 1, and the cost of purchasing cards further into the stack is reduced by 1 for you. I like that one. We might think about grabbing that. But for now, let's go for psionic reagents. And... oh, there's a tier 3 one. Hydroconductors, right. We do want hydroconductors so that we can put it onto our manufacturing world, which would be excellent. Uh, but... Oh, what? We already have a sonic reagents. What am I doing? Cancel that. We have sonic reagents right here. We just need food and a tier 1. Okay. Food, 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 food. This one's not going anywhere. Food. Done. Alright, now we need a tier 1 resource. Do we have a free tier 1 resource? Well, we have phosphate, but that's not important. Okay, we do not have a free tier 1 resource. What tier 1 resource do we have around here? Well, we'll have local asteroid field, but I'm not sure if that can be actually exported. Maybe, but I don't know. Tier 1, tier 1, tier 1. Well, we could do these plastics, but they're a little bit far away. There's natural gas, which will give us energy. Chemicals for research. What tier 1 resource is worth sending over there? I think natural gas. We'll colonize this and this and this. Set up export routes to here. Well, it's got a native fish. We don't actually need to colonize the food. And then we will take the natural gas and export it here. So that's a tier 1 and food. Brilliant. We're waiting for open forum to line up as well. Alright, so... support station. Could be handy. Skip drives. Skip drives are a unique FTL system. You can only get it through artifacts, but basically it's instant teleport. So instead of going zoom, it just jumps immediately. More expensive in terms of FTL cost, though. But yeah. All right. We're also out of time again, so we're getting good amounts of money. We're also out of time again, so I'll put a break in the episode here. We'll wait for this to colonize, and then we will continue on in the next episode once we have our planets taken care of. So thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying. Like, subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next episode.